Hello. So today we're going to look at words that are even a little bit more complicated than we've been looking at for the past few weeks. We're going to look at the infamous V, C, 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 V pattern. So three consonants followed by a vowel. So V, C, 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 V words. All right, so let's look at our word list for this week. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to share the screen so that you can see my camera. And we're going to take a look at our words for this week. So our first word is 100. Then we have supply, single, middle, explain, surprise, pilgrim, sandwich, instead, complete, monster, settle, address. Address is always one that's really tricky because a lot of times people leave the D out. So you know that there have to be two D's because it's a V, C, 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 V word. Farther, sample, although, turtle, athlete, orchard, and kingdom. So on this assignment, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be writing in the basic word that belongs to each group. So this is kind of fun. They're giving us a start and we're going to see what they have in common, what the words have in common. So example, model, sample would probably be a good one. SAMPLE. Stock, inventory. So those are things that are at a store, like extra merchandise, right? Probably supply. SUPPLY. Describe, clarify, probably something that sounds like explain. Oh, explains on here. EXPLAIN. So these are basically synonyms, right? Locate, live, 100, single, middle, surprise, pilgrim, sandwich. Settle might be a good one. Let's address. I think it's probably going to be settle. SETTLE. Traveler, seeker. So we're probably going to be exploring, explorer. Pilgrim might be. I think pilgrim is somebody who's looking for something, for a new situation. PILGRIM. Beast, creature, monster, right? Empire, monarchy. So these are different kinds of countries or governments. Kingdom. Midpoint, halfway. Middle. MIDDLE. Uh-oh, you guys, are we still recording? I don't know if it's still recording. I'm going to double check. Oh, we are still recording. Okay, good. I couldn't see the recording sign. Sorry about that. And I've done it before where I've gone through the whole lesson and it hasn't been recording. So I just wanted to check. Lone and solo, single. SINGLE. Sports person, player, athlete. ATHLETE. Finish or conclude. And complete. Oh, complete's right here. COMPLETE. All right, in place of or rather than. In place of or rather than, instead. Sounds good. All right. So that wasn't too bad. Now let's look at our challenge assignment. Write an email message to your friend telling about an art exhibit you have seen, perhaps at an art museum or an art fair or a school art exhibit. Use 3 challenge words on a separate piece of paper. I'm going to write it on here because I think there's enough room if I write small. I can save a tree. I'm going to use sculptor. I'm going to use exclaim. And I guess I'm going to use fortress. All right. So recently, I visited the Stanford Museum. I'm sad we didn't get to go there this year. That's one of our field trips. Recently, I visited the Stanford Museum, pre-COVID, back before COVID. I was excited to see work by my favorite sculptor, Auguste Rodin. Okay, so I used one. Let's see. He built a large gate which looks like a fortress. Wow, the neighbors are listening to music so loud right now. I hope you guys can't hear it. He built a large gate which looks like a fortress. The sculpture is called The Gates of Hell. When viewers see it for the first time, they exclaim, "There's the thinker." So the thinker is is probably his famous sculpture, and it's a little tiny part of these big, huge gates. So we got sculpture, fortress, and exclaim. I don't really know how to add mattress to that. I feel instant joy. I always like to do extra. I feel instant joy when I see Rodin's work. Okay. I hope this helped you to figure out our VC C, C, V words. So this time we have 3 C's. So hopefully this helped you to figure out, to just get an introduction to our words initially. So thank you for joining me.